Tony, a history that goes all the way back to the beginning of Halo 5. Sentinels, they used to dominate until Cloud9 had something to say about it. And in this tournament, Sentinels, what a rocky road they've had to get here. Game 5, time after time. But now everything matters. Up against C9, Tony, do you think they have what it takes?
I think they do. I think they do. The last time these two teams matched up was during the FaZe Invitational Tournament in the Elimination Bracket Finals, where we went through a grueling game number 5. Let's see that again here today in your Kansas City mate.
Game 1, Oddball live fire. We'll kick it off with Renegade. And he doesn't hit the snipe, but he'll connect with the BR. Drops it down bottom mid. Not sure if Sentinels caught that snipe from above. LethuL gonna catch hands as a double. Frosty with 1-2. Ball already in the hands of Sentinels. We'll see what they do with it.
Cloud9 immediately going 3 down. Sentinels taking advantage and getting the ball all the way towards their A-side setup and still finding slays on the feed. But you are seeing Cloud9 trying to catch an angle with trades already on the board for SnakeBite and Pznguin.
You see how quickly Sentinels rotate that ball away from C9. Last thing they want is for them to get a setup of their own. LethuL. He lock it down from there, so of course he will. Already hitting shots, something you like to see at a Royal 2. Oh, but Pznguin shoot a little better.
Pznguin gets a crucial double key here, but we still have SnakeBite now climbs for the sandbag. Ends up finding a Cloud9 player flying, and it's gonna be StelluR, and immediately that ball goes off the map. Renegade trying to send the player as well, but he still has the sniper rifle in hand. That ball is gonna be reset, so both teams will be fighting for it in the mid-map.
One thing's for sure, Renegade does not want to die. As I say, it looks like he will. Frosty will get his number. That's a snipe down. Ball in the meantime gonna make its way through outside. Frosty, can he get back to this snipe safely? You know Pznguin wants a piece of it as well. Not sure it's still up. Might have been burned. Well, there it is. Stick down, but Pznguin's got an answer, and he'll take that fight. You can see C9 with the advantage in slays too. With the weapons, they'll take the ball back to tower.
We all know how icy Pznguin can be, especially when he gets the quick scope onto one. SnakeBite gonna hit the black screen here. LethuL gonna fall as well on the kill feed, and now World 2 in his sights. Pznguin doing a great job of holding down his B-side control, but it is Cloud9 that still had the C-side setup locked in.
Pznguin had maybe a third of a second to connect with that snipe. It looks like he will ice up. We'll see what SnakeBite can do though, man, as the camo. Ball rotated away from all while we say it though. We're gonna get back B with it very quickly. We'll play it. So Sentinels doing a good job of just making sure they don't get away with too much time here. And SnakeBite already in position with the pickup. I think a big key to success here, Tony, is how quickly Sentinels can activate off these little openings to bring the ball to a safety here.
That was a big squad wipe coming in from Sentinels. All 4 members of Cloud9 did momentarily go down. SnakeBite throwing the ball to the middle of the map as bait. They had no idea where he was, and he puts the camouflage and deep weight to work immediately. Meanwhile, off the screen, Frosty and LethuL getting back-to-back kills here, but Sentinels still the ones 2 down.
Yeah, interesting little standoff, right? SnakeBite brought that ball out, tossed it out center. Didn't end up collecting it once again. Now Cloud9, they're in front of it. It's about to be a bit of a tug of war to get to it as well. Pznguin, he'll try his hand. Not going to get out of this one, but StelluR, he does collect the ball. Worst case scenario, he can play it off. And SnakeBite, he's got to double the level. He'll play the heat wave off the map as well. I like the attention to detail. Last thing he needs is C9 to get any more advantages than they have already.
Well, luckily, Frosty still has a power weapon. It's going to be the S7 sniper rifle in hands, but he's losing teammates left and right. Slays going to momentarily go in favor of Cloud9. They're going to take advantage of it as well. They immediately grab the ball and get rid of the S7's of numbers and ball time going to Cloud9. Sentinels need to answer back here.
C9 are quick to set the pace. Tony, they always are. And it's up to whether or not Sentinels can find their footing and start to keep up. Already 57 on the board. StelluR, oh, he's tagging bodies. LethuL rightfully will back down. Royal 2 with the trade. Just bobbing and weaving here. StelluR still putting damage in. They can't seem to get to him. Oh, can he ward off the camo too? Big kill out of SnakeBite.
One heck of a tournament coming in for StelluR. Sadly, wasn't able to stay alive long enough to camouflage, and SnakeBite is going to have it in hands. And one of the highest IQ players that we have here in Halo Infinite, he is going to break down the defense of Cloud9, starting with Eco. Easy kill coming in. 2 down go Cloud9, and Sentinels has that ball towards tower. That's going to be a double kill coming out of SnakeBite.
Little rinse and repeat out of SnakeBite here. once again with the camo and the heat wave. This time they got a setup to work with. Ball still collecting time. How does C9 break out of this? Pznguin with a challenge out through B. One thing C9 do so well, Tony, they activate off of each other's crossfire. Can they deal with SnakeBite here? Two will challenge. SnakeBite cannot pick up kill. He'll do damage though.
Cloud9 clearly having the antidote for that one, taking down SnakeBite and getting the heat wave out of his hands. Cloud9 gonna try to get this ball in their favor on their own C-side setup. And Sentinels were doing the same thing. That's the reason why they were able to put some 71 points on the board. But the Royal 2 looking to break it. Assault rifle down, gets the melee kill. Not able to get the second one, but Pznguin gets a double kill here. And Cloud9 have just put Sentinels 3 down.
Royal 2 tries to crash the party, but Tony, it wasn't enough. C9, they hang strong. Back C. Slowly gonna collect time here. You gotta love the flexibility out of Pznguin. He knows when StelluR is weak. He can drop the ball, apply pressure. Renegade with a kill on the feet as well. StelluR gonna get aggressive. And this gives Pznguin the space to essentially do what he likes back here. Worst case, he sends it off. And a double team comes in on the SnakeBite. The efficiency out of C9 early on here. You can feel it, Tony.
You give Pznguin space, and Cloud9 ends up taking the lead there. Commando still in the hands of Pznguin, forcing that player to back down despite having lower shields. And now you're gonna see Pznguin go for the tower one, the tower 2 jump. Just barely gonna miss that one, but luckily just gonna take the longer route.
It's okay, Pznguin always has an exit strategy, though. As I say, Royal 2 will get the best of him. The third camo in a row. If there's any strategy Sentinels have locked down, it's the camo strategy. And can they finally convert that into some form of a setup? Renegade gonna try his hand, but SnakeBite, that's a big double. Access to ball. Does he send it over to LethuL, or he'll just be a good man, hold down the setup?
I mean, what better way of being a sneaky snake than having the camouflage in hand? SnakeBite still having the camouflage and ball right now onto the tower side. You're seeing Sentinels dedicate multiple resources to watching the bottom mid push. You know Cloud9 loves to go for those bottom mid flanks to break your setups.
2 dead though. Awareness out of Sentinels here. They rotate away from C9. They take 3. Look at this, 95. Eco last one up. He's not dead. SnakeBite with the ball. Final few seconds. And Sentinels, they come out with round 1 on top.
Statistically, Oddball is one of Sentinel's worst game types coming into this tournament, but they have opened up hot here against Cloud9, taking round number 1.
It's the energy you'd like to see out of them, and hopefully it's an energy they can maintain. We've seen them go to Game 5 series after series against just about every team in this tournament so far. Game 5 with C9 would be massive. They haven't beat him yet. Now is the time to do so. Can Frosty take this though? StelluR gonna be a difficult kill. Finally, he'll get it. And he bounces out with snipe too, that's huge.
Frosty going all the way down to 1 shot, but able to stay alive with S7. Camouflage has just come up, and it looks like it's gonna be in the hands of Cloud9. Just barely gonna miss the no-scope as he's hunted down. 3 out of 4 members go into the black screen for Sentinels. Cloud9 are going to take advantage.
If you want to stop C9, the first player you'll have to check is Renegade. If they can put him down, they'll slow down the resources of this team, but Renegade, he's got everything he needs to make plays here, Tony. What will he do? Royal 2 center back. He's not connecting! The wiggle's a little too strong at a Royal 2. He'll outstrafe.
Sentinels are playing lights out here in this series. This is probably the best that we've seen Sentinels look all tournament long. They know that one of their biggest competitions is Cloud9, and they're looking to make a statement here in your semifinals.
That's fair, Tony. As much as I love that gas, it's still early. Anything can happen. StelluR does have a snipe. They got a ball set up back A, Renegade up front. They'll draw attention, give StelluR opportunities to make plays, but a sneaky play at that SnakeBite. Where did he come from? Must have been a repulse from down below. He's dealt with Eco still up, ball still in his hands. I think the snipe might still be on the map to work with here too.
We've heard Frosty, another high IQ player that we have in the lobby, call Eco one of the smartest players that we have in Halo. If you can get that kind of compliment from Frosty, you know you're doing something right. Bringing the heat, taking it right to Frosty himself. But 3 down go Cloud9. Sentinels now not only able to break that setup, but now they're getting some good ball time in their favor.
LethuL, that was the last shot in the snipe. And unfortunately, that's it for his life as well. And as he dies, Renegade with a sneak attack here. Camo SnakeBite aware of it though. Nice little play. Sentinels, they keep it away from him. 4-point advantage to work with. With 2 down to the feet as well. Renegade's going to have some trouble getting to this. Royal 2 with the camo eyes, they spot him. And you love to see them moving in pairs in these situations. Sentinels, they've got the pacing together, at least for now.
StelluR normally the secondary player for this team, but he's only 1 kill so far in this round. But luckily, Pznguin able to put 3 consecutively. That's going to be a triple kill coming out of the iciest player in the lobby.
They talked about it on the desk. Pznguin, he does the dirty work for the team. He's not going to overchow for an overkill. He'll take the triple, walk away with the ball, let his team do what they do best, work together and slay. Making 39 points on the board here. Pznguin recognizing an opportunity to get the ball over to Meek. He doesn't quite do it. Royal 2 will slow him down. There's a double. Can they get back to the ball in time to collect some scrappy points here? You can see Renegade's on the chase.
Royal 2 saw Pznguin's triple kill and decided to match it with a pivotal double kill, taking down Renegade as well, putting Cloud9 on the staggered spawn. Sentinels are really doing good at controlling their slays. As I say that, Royal 2 does end up going down, but look who has the sniper. It's the MVP, Frosty.
His life was not wasted. Frosty got away with a snipe, but Eagle got to kill Frosty. No resources to save him there. No real opportunity to burn some ammo out of that, so Renegade instead will take 2, and the sniper back in his hands. Oh my! How do you hit those? I need a replay on that one after Tony, because he's still going. There's the double. Can he convert it into more? LethuL. Risky business. LethuL going for those shots there.
This man's going rogue right now. Loving what Renegade's doing with the S7 in hands, but he goes all the way down to 1 shot, trying to avoid nades left and right. Finally, SnakeBite able to get it out of his hands, and now we should see that sniper rifle change hands over towards Sentinels, and they got the camouflage as well. Royal 2 already one of the most deadly players that we have in the tournament, but now he has a camo.
Sentinels, their camo control, immaculate all game long. Tony, I think one of the biggest keys to success, they've had just about every camo, and you see the power that the camo gives your team. Renegade not ready, SnakeBite in position. A second player will fly in, and Royal 2 just taking full advantage of it. There's a triple, and some main stage energy for you. You love to see it. Royal 2, he came to play.
That he did. Let me tell you, the man provided CTR to the enemy team. That's going to be a killing spree. They're finally able to ice out Royal 2, but the damage has been done. Look at that scoreboard. It's going in favor of Sentinels, and they have momentum on their side as well.
You can never count Sentinels out, that's for sure, Tony. Regardless of the struggle that they face in this tournament, they always find ways to punch even higher. But C9, they got the ball. This game is nail-bitingly close. Frosty with one on the StelluR. He'll look for Renegade. Love the movement here, too. My God, just bobbing and weaving. Pznguin behind him will clean it up. Ball in their hands, though, and Renegade, he can play it if he needs to.
Pivotal kill coming out of Pznguin, but they weren't able to do it. They weren't able to break that setup completely and get ahead of the ball. In fact, Royal 2 is actually the first one over towards bottom mid, and if they can slay out just a little bit, this could be game here for Cloud9, at least round here. Cloud9 needs to make sure they come off the spawn and make their presence known immediately. Do not let Sentinels get this comfortable.
Uh-oh, Pznguin with 2. A smart play at a Royal 2. He'll take it off the map. 15 kills for this man. Frosty with 11. So far, he'll play it slow. That snipe now up center back. Tony, this is the play-making device. So turn the tides on the game, and Frosty, if he deals with it, looks like he won't. C9, they can spin things off of this opening here.
Love the repulse coming out of Frosty, but he wasn't able to stay alive. In fact, Eco able to get away with the camouflage. Off-screen Royal 2 does find that initial pick, but StelluR gonna put the sniper rifle to work immediately, and Eco still patrolling the bottom mid with the camouflage. Now has LethuL in his sights here. That's a beautiful collapse coming in. This should be an easy kill for Eco, and now he's gonna get himself a heat.
2 dead though for Sentinels. They do answer back. They still got the ball in hand, so that camo ultimately not really helping C9 get the ball. Snipe in Frosty's hands, so clutch play out of him to collect it. And all of a sudden, C9, they face defeat in round 1. If they don't find a way to get to this ball, Frosty, it's a line of defense for it. Snaps on the Pznguin. There's one down. SnakeBite will retrieve it. 8 points separate Sentinels from taking this game. And they've got all the energy to do it.
3 down goes Sentinels, and we do see LethuL somehow still holding on to the ball. Get it in the middle, and that's gonna be it. Sentinels taking game number 1.
Like we said, you can't doubt them, can you? Sentinels on land, and they came to play. What does this mean for the series, Tony? What does this mean for Optic, too? I wonder.
It means Sentinels are back.
Is that the X Factor?
That's the X Factor right there. The MVP.
I need a Royal
Frosty.
2. In my opinion, we need a Royal 2 face too, because he was popping off. Frosty, I mean, always making plays. The end of that game with the sniper, right, securing it from C9. C9 had what? They had Heatwave, they had Snipe, they had Camo, they had everything they needed to get back control, but they couldn't put it together. Sentinels not only just winning that game 2-0, both rounds. They're gonna walk into StelluR Streets confidently, and they need that, right? StelluR Streets, that's a dicey map.
It's a dicey map, but you know what? Cloud9 love themselves. Let me tell you, it's gonna be tough.
Right.
It's gonna be tough.
It will be. The plays we saw in this game already, Tony, taking notes. Some of the snipes out of Pznguin, Renegade with a beautiful one a little later on. SnakeBite always doing work when it comes to land, though. You gotta love to see it. And C9, you can never, of course, never doubt them. They've dominated Halo Esports since Infinite came out. So it just makes you wonder, will they find their footing in StelluR, and in what way? What kind of momentum will they gain? We'll see.
Just think about the rivalry of these two teams. We're talking,
right.
old school tops, 3/4 of that Splice roster. How many times have we seen at least 7 out of these 8 players matching out, tournament in, tournament out, semifinals, winners, finals, sometimes even for their tournament lives. And you have to see it again here. Sentinels up 1-0, Cloud9 on their back foot.
I mean, that's a good, that's the snipe. This converts into 2, by the way. Look at this. Oh, okay, well, use your imagination to fill in the gaps there. It was a beautiful play, and I'm sure we'll see many more. Like we said, StelluR Streets coming up next, and despite the pressure of main stage of Championship Sunday, like you said, these teams, they have gone head-to-head time and time again. There's a lot of comfort here. You expect C9 to bounce back in a big way, and the worry here with Street StelluR is the way that this map can snowball, right? If C9, if they start out hot, they get 4 dead. They're so great at splitting them on spawns and collapsing when they're at a deficit. Next thing you know, it's 8-1, 10-1. The game could barrel out of control.
It's no doubt that Cloud9 are already one of the best StelluR teams that we have in our league, but on top of that, they're amazing at streets. Any small map, they can easily have their way, but like you said, once they get that 2 or 3 down, they know how to influence those spawns. Let me tell you, Sentinels end up spawning in on, say, the purple street or the PD side, and they're isolated. Cloud9 will collapse.
Exactly. They'll collapse. They will not neglect this sandbox either. Expect the ARs to come into play. Of course, the rocket center map. The shotgun, I think, the biggest tool of destruction on this map. We'll see it. Game 2. Sentinels C9 Street StelluR. Off the rip, Royal 2. Who else but him?
Royal 2 sitting toward the top subway side. Meanwhile, Eco trying to catch a back angle here towards heaven. Renegade going to be the first one to go down, but luckily able to take down LethuL. It's not going to matter much. Numbers in favor of Sentinels. They spawn on the lower side of the map, but they're still able to fight out of it.
Royal 2 with a stalker to start. He's been hitting his shots today, and he will continue to do so. There goes StelluR. Opportunity for Renegade. You can see Frosty is dead, so 2 up in PD, and rightfully Royal 2 will take his time. There goes 1. Snaps on the Renegade. Do you even bother to challenge him? Royal 2, he's hitting shots today.
Ladies and gentlemen at home, if you're not picking up the stalker rifle, I don't know what you're doing. You just saw being put to work, especially when you have a bulldog in the back pocket. And what better player to have the stalker rifle in hands than Royal 2? He has such a steady shot.
I mean, he's the most important player on the map right now. He's got the weapons he would need to pull away in this game, and because of his Sentinels, they currently lead 8-5. Nice little double team on the Pznguin. C9! You might want to wake up. It's Champ Sunday. Sentinels, they came, they're built different.
That they are. Royal 2 just making sure that perimeter is going to be locked down here. We do see SnakeBite start to wrap his way over toward the B side of the map. Frosty already there for the collapse and the long range shot coming out of Royal 2. Everybody catching angles here on Street. Sentinels putting Cloud9 on spawn. And look at the awareness. SnakeBite already takes down Eco right up a spawn. That's going to be a double kill for SnakeBite on the feet. Sentinels are collapsing on Cloud9.
And here we're thinking C9, they are masters of this map. This map can snowball. I mean, it does, but who would have expected it? Sentinels snowballing them. And you know what? With this type of coordination, Tony, I think we need to hear what Sentinels are saying. I think we need to hear those comms. Let's jump in to an Astro listen in with Sentinels.
Good. Hey, StelluR back right, nice. 1 shot. Back C1A, back C1A.
Top T-belt.
Alright, we're good, you're good. You can shoot, I can shoot. Nice, they saved laundry with rockets. He grabbed laundry.
He's probably in laundry.
Yeah, he jumped.
Watch him.
And C-Belt, Kiko, one shot. One shot, top C-Belt, Kiko.
Yo, PJ, be serious. 3v. Mac, can you pick this up? Oh, I can't. It's okay.
You wasted rocket. Three B steps. Take your time here.
Yo, TJ.
And then one C.
Hold on.
Guys, maybe map to laundry right now. Laundry, guys. Laundry, guys. Kill laundry. I got one.
Back tower on me.
Yo, get damage and forget it out.
All weapons. I need all.
Back tower. I'm running.
Nice.
I'm here, Brad. I'm here. I'm here.
He's frenzy.
Flowers top.
Matt, you're
One shot, Renegade Flowers.
I
got one. PD on me.
Where's Flowers?
PD, guys. I'm looking.
Kill PD.
Yeah, kill PD. Right. PD, go. I'm gonna push out Ego. Push me.
Where is he, guys?
Haven't.
We're good. Back tower. I'm pushing down for you, bro.
Yeah. How weak? Not weak. There's two PD. I have to live. Okay, there's two.
I'm gonna die here.
Yeah, it's fine. What's up?
Two back tower, both half challenging you.
Yo, guys, I'm just staying on PD. Do not overhelp me.
Don't overhelp, guys.
Yo, don't eat. Run. There's gonna be red room, I think.
Yeah, I wanna drive with Kevin.
In red room, weak. Kill this red room guy. I gotta beat down. One shot. In B.
What guys, what it be?
He's selling it, red room.
He's literally red bar in B.
Tony, you can't question it. These are the comps of a winning team. The way that Frosty and SnakeBite trade out that IGL roll, the comp's so clean, right? They're so smooth. The way they're juggling the weapons, too, to control the sandbox here and just play their lives so perfectly. C9, they can't seem to find an answer to this level of coordination. It's something they have not experienced from this team yet.
I noticed a lot of healers we played, but Sentinels are back. Cloud9 have had their throne for too long, and Sentinels are making a statement right here. It's game number 2, and they're poised to go up 2-0 against Cloud9.
I mean, look at this. The Rockets are up 2 or dead. Eco, he's alone to get the challenge, but way too many members of Sentinels are going to pour into Subway. That's a rocket launcher for SnakeBite. And the slays just keep coming. What is going on? 34-23. Renegade, he's down for the count. SnakeBite gets out with his life, and he's still got a rocket in the chamber.
Great job for SnakeBite to get out of that tighter side of the map. Even though he was one shot to prioritize the rockets, comes back, puts it to use immediately, and he's still alive. Puts down the pressure here towards the arcade. Finally, Renegade takes him down. Frosty, though, comes with a double kill. Easy cleanups coming in from Frosty, and that's going to be 39 kills in counting for Sentinels. They are 11 kills away from going up 2-0 in the series.
Sentinels in rare form today, Tony. In rare form when it matters most. C9, were you expecting it this morning? What happened, right? Rough night last night, I don't know. 40-26. Frosty just playing it slow. Sentinels giving them all the respect. Understandably, let them make mistakes. The moment they do, they'll pounce.
I said it once and I'll say it again. Sentinels are built different on Championship Sunday, man. They were built for this, and you're seeing that right here, right now. Frosty with that Bulldog in the back pocket. Easily gonna get over toward the P3 side and drop the wall right on that P stairs so he can catch angles for anybody popping in on the Stalker rifle. 2 players gonna try to push him towards driveway, and Frosty just looked away when it happens.
This is the brutal reality with Street Slayer at this point. I mean, 44-30, C9. All you can do is slow the bleeding. You go and die. There's a double of Frosty. And the man is just putting it together. 46 now. You start to think, you know, C9, maybe they can go out with a couple nice kills, maybe earn some momentum, but at this point, are your heads in game 3? You start to think, how do you bounce back in this series? It's gonna have to be a reverse sweep out of C9. A situation we have not seen them in yet.
And they're gonna have to shut down Frosty. You're looking at the scoreboard right now. 17-7 coming out of this man. Meanwhile, Renegade putting the rockets to work. Ends up getting a triple kill. Beautiful use of the rockets. Gets himself a triple. That's gonna be some momentum going in favor of Cloud9, but they would have to play near perfect Halo to come back in this game. I'm not sure if it's possible.
I mean, Renegade is a fierce competitor. We know that well. But you can see Sentinels just respecting him once again. Full perimeter around the map. You got Roll 2 up on PD. PD to SnakeBite. He'll decide to get aggressive. Looks like Renegade will take advantage. Frosty will do the same. They'll leave him one shot, but at this point, 49, just 1 kill, 1 slight mistake, and this is going on to game 3. It's Frosty to do it. Sentinels up 2-0 on Champ Sunday. Tony, this is a complete flip of what we would have imagined.
Let me put out a public apology to Sentinels.
For doubt,
I done forgot.
Damn.
I done forgot that they're real deal.
My bad.
I was on the Cloud9 bandwagon. Let me tell you, I was on it. I was getting wheelbarrow downhill, but Sentinels are here. Sentinels are making a statement, and I'm loving every bit of it.
You know, I know you pulled out the Frosty, Bob, what is it, a bobblehead of the large head? Now you threw it back behind you. This would have been the time to do it, right? All business on these boys' faces, by the way. We can see them on screen here. It's just another day on the job. It's never unexpected when Sentinels pop up. You love to see the fans in the crowd as well. There it is. There's World 2 and LethuL. We put so much spotlight, I think, on LethuL in this tournament. He's been in the hot seat. Whether or not he would perform, whether he would play his role, I think he's doing so admirably at this point. He's allowing his team to make the biggest plays they need to. And I mean, SnakeBite, World 2, Frosty, they're all showing up, showing out. It's up to C9 to regain. And something I never thought I would say. There's still time to go in this series, but this is match point.
You might have saw Frosty going off in the Slays comp ending with 17 kills, but it takes a full team to put down Cloud9. It doesn't happen very often, so everybody playing their role, everybody positioning themselves well. It's always going to be a team effort. Especially, look at that flank, though. Look at that. He looks away, ends up wrapping all the way down the mid side, right up toward the B street, and takes them down. And that's the pressure that you see coming from Sentinels.
You gotta love Frosty's movement in those moments, though, too. The use of the pillar, the way that he shakes up his timing. Like, he didn't peek out immediately on that finishing shot. He paced himself perfectly, keeping C9 guessing, and it's something Sentinels have been doing very well in this series so far, and we'll see if they can keep that momentum going. Strongholds Recharge is up next. Tony, what do you think will be the key to see? Actually, we don't need to say it. Let's just jump into the action. It's already begun.
The last time we saw these teams match up on Strongholds Recharge, it was a 250 to 248 win in favor of Cloud9. We're back into it. Maybe Sentinels can pull off the sweep here, but it's been done once before for C9.
Tony, never in the history of Halo Infinite have I seen C9 so staggered, so consistently. Sentinels, they came to play. 10 seconds on the board for them. Frosty with a shot, and he's already been making plays, so you better watch your face here.
Frosty holding on to that shock rifle. There's a player trying to make his way towards control. Out of control is Frosty, but not able to get the kill, and Eco coming in for the bait and switch.
That was a nice, well-timed play at a C9, right? Pznguin with the cross, but the only objective there is to annoy Frosty enough for Eco to get the opening. An advantage point to do some damage here. LethuL tries to bounce out. He does go down, so Eco will get to B. And the first semblance of control we've seen at a C9. Now on screen here, A covered, so is B. Eco needs to live. Thankfully, he had that grapple to do it.
Eco keeping that shock rifle in the same position that Frosty had in this top goal. This top glass position is exactly where you want to be, but he goes down to one shot, and he's forced to relocate right into the hands of LethuL. Easy kill coming in. 96 Sentinels push towards the C side. That's going to be a double kill from Eco, but he cannot get the triple.
Well-timed rotation out of Eco, but SnakeBite ices up. He's still going. Oh! Nice little crouch out of Pznguin, just narrowly avoiding death. He'll get a haircut in the process. Snaps onto LethuL as well. That's coverage of B and C, so C9, they'll fight from a deficit yet again, but Camo about to spawn here, center map. You got Renegade in your sword. C9 in position to take advantage of Camo with 2 dead. They can do it.
Slay starting to go in favor of Cloud9. Pznguin all the way towards the mid-map, trying to get an angle on the camouflage. Those nades aren't going to touch him, and we see it in the chest of Pznguin. That's going to be put to use immediately, but all 4 members of Sentinels are up. SnakeBite even getting a kill onto StelluR. Cloud9 need this camo in order to change the tides.
Sentinels have set the pace all series long, Tony. I think now it's time to see if Sentinels can reverse this. When C9 finally found their footing. What was that, by the way? Just slips right by Pznguin. He doesn't find the kill. Pznguin leaves it behind. Instead, he'll let C9 worry about it. Dropping back down for Frosty. Takes the tray, but B still yet to be captured. We'll see World 2 dip his toe in it just to get the hill last second.
Pznguin was able to get the kill onto Frosty, but doesn't get the reset. It does change hands, but only for a moment, because Eco slides in and steals away Bravo once again. 2 down goes Sentinels. Cloud9 not only having the double cap, but now a triple cap. Cloud9 are looking to bounce back in game 3.
This is the C9 you expect to see. Tony, coverage of the map. Sentinels, back foot. What do they do to bounce back here? Eco with a shock up top. Just tags him. Not quite enough. That is info, though. StelluR up in A. He's got great coverage. So Sentinels forced to C to slow the bleeding. Do they know World 2 is down there? World 2 right beside Eco. He hears it. Doesn't quite connect with the head, but stays alive.
Able to get the body shot, and that's enough to back down the player for both of them to reset. Tries to line up the headshot. Wow. LethuL not having any part of that. Now LethuL has a turn with the shock rifle in hands. Frostbite coming right off the spawn, and you see all of Cloud9 stuck on the A side. You see one trying to break out towards gold. LethuL ends up going down, but the collapse is in. SnakeBite and Frosty able to put Cloud9 2 down.
World 2 gonna get aggressive in pipes here. That play at LethuL though, right? Sometimes the trickiest strafes are the simplest ones. But full map coverage at a Sentinel as they finally bounce back just a little bit. C9 gonna not allow it to last though. Renegade still going here. Oh, the grapple does not save him this time. Sentinels will see if they can pounce on the opportunity. There goes Camo too.
Cloud9 were looking for a map and game side that they can up the tempo, that they can get on the aggressive to bounce back, and apparently it is here on Recharge Strongholds, but we do see a double cap going in favor of Sentinels. Now they're working on the triple by taking Bravo. Not looking good here for Cloud9 in this round of slates.
Nice attempt at LethuL though, right? Kept his presence low, under C. Great target priority too to try to get both, but does not quite work. Renegade gets away with the cap. Sentinels creeping up with the timer though, unless Renegade has something to say about it. Sword in hand. Get back to A. A couple trades on the board here too, but Renegade should be safe for some time. You got LethuL capping C just to flip the map. Frosty gonna try to make advances on the B all while it happens, but Pznguin, line of defense here.
136 to 109 lead in favor of Cloud9. Pznguin trying to stay alive with the shock rifle. LethuL once again making sure these power weapons do not stay in the hands of Cloud9. If they can continue to change hand with the power weapons, continue to get the power ups, they can steal back the lead. But it's Cloud9 that are in control. Renegade gets a double kill, earns himself a sword because of it, and Sentinels once again are on the ropes.
Renegade's so quick to recognize the situation. Sentinels send 2 straight through mid to try to pinch him from Whirlpool, but Renegade, he was so ready. Rotates back to C2, gonna keep Sentinels guessing. That brings it to 164 and counting here. We'll see if Sentinels can make their way back to Renegade, because he is just not stopping with the kills. He's got, whoa, what? I think he took a little bit too long to figure that one out, because Royal 2, he was not hesitating.
Ooh, whenever you need a play to be made, the playmaker World 2 is gonna come in. Shock rifle still in the hands, and more importantly, they were able to get that sword out of Renegades. Sentinels now stealing back control. They're in the driver's seat right now, despite being down by points.
World 2, he'll connect, he'll go down, but the timing of his play was massive because Frosty slipped away with Camo. So at the very least, Sentinels, they have something to work with here. Eco spotted up elevator. Frosty will ping it. It's caught StelluR here in the headlights as well. Can he go for the challenge on it? Bit of a dangerous play to do so. You gotta love the awareness here out of Frosty. Does not want to make himself an easy kill. He'll take Eco down instead. Perfect shots for 2. Oh, a valiant effort. And it's enough for Sentinels to bounce back in this game, just down by about 30.
He wasn't able to outgun both of the players. You gotta love the composure on that one.
For
Take
sure.
down one, the second one comes in for the switch, and he almost able to get the double kill with one clip of that battle rifle. Sentinels holding on to a trip cap momentarily, and they're able to not only slay out StelluR, but they get the reset. They still have a trip cap and slays on the board. Back-to-back kills in favor of Sentinels. Cloud9 can't seem to get back up on the map, and they're about to allow Sentinels right back into this game.
Cloud9 staggered. They're split spawning out. Royal 2, he's got the shock as well. Oh, just tags up Pznguin. You'll kill it. Renegade now alone in C. Big kill on a Renegade to slow the bleeding here, but C9 all of a sudden they're controlled no longer. SnakeBite with a big trade up on A, but that still points for C9 until they cap something. Looks like Frosty will dip his toe in the C. Can he get out of this fight though? Pznguin with the chase, and no trade goes through, so he'll survive. But LethuL takes the place. And you know what? We put a lot of pressure on LethuL in this tournament, Tony, but here is his opportunity with the shock to close this out.
Not able to connect on the first one. Second one across the map. That looked good to me and Eco. Cross map shots gonna put down LethuL. And Nico's still alive, ends up getting the assist as well on screen. StelluR started to put some StelluR kills on the board. Nico finding the backside, finds one, goes in for the challenge on the Frosty, but not able to get the kill. And Frosty able to connect on the camouflage along with the double kill. Finally, they're able to ice out Frosty.
And even though he dies, it gives Sentinels some time to get back to vantage points here. StelluR will go for sword, but you can see Sentinels have A. 227 counting those C9. They still have coverage of B and C. We need to see Sentinels make a move. World 2 over on B, LethuL down below. LethuL alone for this, so he's got to get out. Can they get to a hill in time? They got about 10 seconds to do it. Sentinels need numbers for this, and StelluR's on the hunt. 5 to go. Where are Sentinels? They can't make it to a hill. Tony, they'll step in, but they actually paused it last second here. World 2 up B. It's just not enough, though. C9, they'll take them. And C9 with their first win on the board in Game 3. Uncharacteristic, but they're back.
That they are. They still have a mountain to climb here. They're still down 1-2. They still have to put 2 consecutive games on the board in order to come out with the win. They would have to pull off the reverse sweep against a team like Sentinels. That's tough to do.
The worry here, though, is Sentinels come out with so much heat early in that series. They win the first 2 games. Obviously, that puts them up. It gives them confidence. C9, they just got their win. They just got their momentum, their confidence boost. What does that do for Sentinels? All the progress they've made is admirable, but they got to close it out now. And if C9, if they take this next game, I think this is scary territory. Game 5. All of a sudden, it's a different ball game here. But Tony, I'm along for the ride. I don't know about you.
I'm right here with you, man. And I will say, if I make an argument for Sentinels, that's Cloud9's best game type. Strongholds. They always win Strongholds.
Okay.
Now we're going to capture the flag.
You could have said it about Oddball and Slayer, but it didn't happen, right? So just flipping the script today. But continue.
Well, now we're going to capture the flag. I think Sentinels can ice this out right here. I think they can win it 3-1. Even though I love watching Sentinels in Game 5, they seemingly never lose Game 5s. There is one team they do, and that's the Cloud9. They need to end this year Game 4.
I agree. We'll see what they can do. Of course, replays on screen. Moments of brilliance out of Sentinels for sure. A couple big plays out of Frosty, still going huge. 21-15, you can see on the board from the end of that game. They were hanging in slays. LethuL 9-14, though. Of course, doing his job, but like we said on the desk, you want to see him try to go even. And the positions that they lose, weak links are unacceptable. We'll see. Sentinels, of course, they can still close this out here. Aquarius, CTF, Tony, this is it, Game 4.
And for me, I want Sentinels to play this like it's a Game 5. I want them to literally play this like their tournament lives are on the line. They cannot see a Game 5 against Cloud9. It needs to end here.
If Sentinels want to win this, I say they shut it out here and now. But of course, Cloud9 not going to make it easy. Pznguin, assist to start. The trade goes in. Biggest question mark coming off that opening is where are the resources? Apparently an early flagpole already. So an overextension here comes out of Sentinels. We'll see what they make of it. You got SnakeBite on top of the flag, and Frosty, he slipped away with everything.
Camouflage and heat waves, the dangerous combination that we have here in Halo Infinite. Off-screen SnakeBite able to take down Renegade. Frosty finding one. And now we're seeing Frosty trying to grind forward here. You know what? I want to hop in the comms. I want to hop in the comms of Cloud9 right now. Let's go into an actual listening and let's see what they're going to do to try to tie up this series.
Renegade. Yeah, in our flag.
Watch out, Jim says.
He's
Watch
like
out,
he's like your pink side. He's like your pink side.
Yes, he wave.
He's one. He's nice.
Our closet.
Yeah.
Watch out on me. From base. Nice. Car 2. Car 1, our jump. Our front base. Going our front base. 2 of them. 2 are front base.
Yeah, 2 guys are front.
Live.
Both weak.
Our shrimp stairs weak. 2 of them. That's one on the bridge. Car 2 on nades. Push closet. Focus on middle.
He's high closet. And car 2, I'm getting shot with the nades.
Yeah, they kill me. They're gonna push in a second. Come back to our flag, guys. Snakebite.
Don't get too weak.
Heard that.
On you, B. He's one triple.
I'll look for our base.
There's 3 guys here.
Watch out,
I got one. They're window.
2 are fucking closet. I got 1.
Nice.
Watch out the core. Last guy. Last guy. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get this camo.
He was there car glass or something.
We're trying to get this
I
camo.
think he's in closet. He's watch out car glass. Watch out car glass. You look car glass, John?
Yeah, he's one. I got him. I can't get camo.
I can't. I'm one shot down. I'm one shot. He's gonna kill me. Coming.
Sitting in like Kevin.
Killed one. He got one shot. He got one shot. Heard that, Zane.
Nice in.
I'm looking at
Did they
reason.
close this one, maybe? Hey, they close it, they close it. Nice,
good.
dude.
Energy in the comms of C9, that's for sure, Tony. But dare I say they sounded a little exasperated, like they are under pressure. You hear Renegade and just the seriousness in the comms, how loud he was when he saw 3 in the base. I mean, as I say it though, they're still making plays. Renegade with the flag out, but C9 in a position we have not seen them in yet. Despite it, they're still finding ways to get caps here.
Renegade able to get the flag across the map, punches it in. We see a 1-0 lead in favor of Cloud9 here. More importantly, Pen gets a double kill off screen. So not only that flag cap goes in, but there's no counter cap opportunity.
Oh, wow.
In fact, it looks like Cloud9 are actually gonna relay another flag. Renegade applying pressure right to the spawners of Sentinels.
Oh, here it is. Perfect efficiency out of C9. Renegade gets the kill in the spawn, flips into back base for a flank. A little alley-oop with the flag. Oh, didn't go in. Oh, sitting right beside the pedestal. That'll slow him down. Penguin will get on top of it, but he doesn't cap it. SnakeBite on top of it with a return and a goal line stand out of Sentinels. They won't allow it.
That cannot happen. There's no way they should allow Sentinels to be able to stop that flag from going in.
No way.
We see a counter pull going for Sentinels. We're looking to tie up the game, but they need another round of slaves. You're starting to see SnakeBite get stopped short. He's starting to get pressured here. Renegade decided to take height and getting towards utility to immediately cut him off. And now you have 2 players coming in from the opposite side. A full pinch out of Cloud9.
C9 in a situation you expect him to play flawlessly. A slight error. They did not get that second flag in. Sentinels, they keep this game close. Royal 2, oh my. The awareness on the comms, he'll find the angle on that one.
Royal 2 catching the backside of Renegade. Easy shots coming in. Looks like LethuL's gonna get the cleanup kill. Goes in for the second challenge. Finally able to stop him. SnakeBite though with the camouflage in hand. And they're gonna run another bait and switch to try to continue to put the offense onto Cloud9. It's 1 kill for SnakeBite.
SnakeBite just narrowly missing StelluR. You call it out, but that was an opportunity. Royal 2 with the kill though. Eco back base, he is aware of SnakeBite's presence, but Renegade isn't. Oh, here we go. Too little too late though. SnakeBite will take a beautiful bank nade to convert to the double. And there goes the flag. Royal 2 with it. SnakeBite line of defense. And Sentinels, they're putting it together.
That they are. SnakeBite able to stay alive. As I say, that Penguin hunts him down. Easy kill coming in. You're seeing Royal 2 grab the flag all the way to the opposite side here. And just like that, we are tied up at 1 apiece. And Sentinels are right back with the mid-map control.
Despite the tie game, Tony, it just feels like Sentinels have him on the ropes here. Just consistently finding pressure. LethuL was back base there, did not quite get away with the flag. But my God, Royal 2 using the thrust to its full capability to survive and do damage here.
I said it before the game started. Sentinels need to end it right here, right now. Luckily, they're able to punch that flag in, but there's still plenty of time on the board. And all Cloud9 need is time, but as they go 2 down, Sentinels once again in Cloud9's base. They always seem to be, they're not paying rent. They're rent-free in Cloud9's base, and we're seeing another pull go towards Sentinels.
Renegade could stop them. They don't know about Renegade back base. You can see he's on top of the flag. He does pull it, but Frosty's still going. He takes 1. Oh, StelluR dead. The help of LethuL. And that's exactly what you like to see out of LethuL. The saving grace in that situation. Flag still out, though. Frosty's still gonna have to make a play on this one.
Frosty has decided in the back pocket, but catching a grenade in the face. Eco tries to go towards the top P, but the teamwork is too strong coming out of Sentinels. Frostbite with the fadeaway shot. This should be a return. Roll 2 goes in for the challenge, and there it is. It actually gets returned.
It's just enough. The teamwork out of Sentinels on that flag, unreal. They put it together, the plan it in, now up 2-1, and LethuL with a heat wave.
Putting the heat wave to work. Takes down yet another one, going down to 1 shot. He wants to get eyes on the flag. Sadly, he's not going to be able to get away with his life. Cloud9 have successfully defended their base and cleared it out. So now we need to see them get into Sentinels. We need to see them apply pressure with 4 down on the hands of Sentinels. They should be doing just that.
Penguin and C9 a little staggered. They got the weapons. Maybe it's their turn now. How does Sen play this? Frosty playing back base. LethuL up top. He's now dead. StelluR with 2. The opening they needed. Frosty, last line of defense, and no kill for him. Full 4 dead. Flag out. C9. This is their flag to cap.
Pznguin able to get the flag all the way down to the car side of the map into the courtyard, and nobody touching Pznguin. This flag should be going in, and we are tied up at 2 apiece. But 3 down go Cloud9. Sentinels having an opportunity to maybe pull off a counter cap.
Exactly. 1 step, get the flag in. Step 2, get the defense for the counter. But Sentinels, they got the kills they needed to counter immediately. There goes the flag. LethuL tosses it out. He's now dead. Frosty roll 2. Little tag team action and utility. They'll take their kills. Camo up as well. Frosty just managing everything. How the heck does he do it? A little 180. And not only does he have the kill, he's got access to camo. The flag is still going. This man, he's elite.
Shots coming in out of Frosty, now turns that top map position into a flank while SnakeBite punches yet another one in, and punching Renegade right in the dome. Chris rocked him.
This is what you like to see on Championship Sunday. Big plays left and right, no matter where you look. Everyone ice it up on the feed. Pznguin back base and Sentinels base currently toning. In the meantime, all of Sentinels in C9s. You can't stop them. You literally cannot stop them, my God.
You mess with the snake, you get the fangs. SnakeBite taking down yet another one, pulling the flag over. Wow. That's gonna be a double kill. Who said he's just an IGL? The man's a slayer.
Head on a swivel, he's seeing it all. Give this man Promethean vision, it wouldn't matter. My God. Flag still out. Roll 2. Oh, Eco with a big kill, but is it enough? Flag sitting at the staircase. SnakeBite on top of it, picks up thrust, he'll get out. Do they go back for that flag? They let them return it. Interesting. SnakeBite instead, nice little reposition. He's a step ahead of Renegade. He picked up the Dynamos and used them to get a kill, but is it enough here? C9, they got the return, they got a flag of their own.
StelluR able to use a drop slide to try to avoid as much damage as possible. Multiple players going down for Sentinel, but somehow they were able to pull the flag off the map. Not going to be enough as Cloud9 are immediately on that return, and they're able to tie things up at 3 apiece. 2 more caps needed for either one of these 2 juggernauts.
Pressure still on C9 despite the cap. Renegade and Pznguin do get 2 kills though. Pznguin with the heat wave, so they will fend them off, and no counter in session. 2 minutes to go here, 5 seconds to camo. Pznguin not worried about it, he'll get advanced positioning, he'll die for it. Opening trade, but C9, they got the high ground, they got the perimeter. Likely gonna get this camo too, can LethuL shut it down? Doesn't even see it, Renegade. Oh, he'll ice up. Frosty with the kill on Renegade though, camo might be burned. Because of it, anything's possible here.
LethuL did enough job over toward the top flag to distract enough for Frosty to be able to get that cleanup kill. Now, because of that, Frosty is in the base of Cloud9 and an early pull. They need a fresh round of slays before they're able to cap it. And when you need a slay, Frosty can usually apply it for you.
Trades across the board, but flag's still out. SnakeBite, you gotta go huge yet again. Beautiful little pre-nade. The Renegade gets him. Wake! Just snaps. The reaction's on point. Royal 2, he's here to pick it up. There goes StelluR. Flag still out. Can they get a touch, though? Doesn't look likely. Royal 2 does have positioning. He's got to watch his left-hand side, though, and he is a step ahead. Not a Pznguin. Oh, Pznguin. Nice rotation, right? Not just beelining straight to flag. He takes his time, but LethuL does it. There goes the flag. Sentinels, they'll try again. Less than a minute on the board here, Tony. This is Sentinels' play for the game.
LethuL forced the back down. Trying to apply pressure toward the bottom mid. Earns himself a kill. While trading out kills. SnakeBite now going to grind that flag forward. Nades coming in left and right, but nothing going to stop him. He stopped just short, though. Alex, he was stopped.
Frosty's there. Shots into StelluR, he'll take it. Flag in. 30 seconds to go, and Sentinels looking at a 3-0. In the winner side, Champ Sunday. 2 dead in the feed as well. C9, do they even have time? They got to touch the flag in 20 seconds for a sudden death here. And I'm not sure they got the wherewithal to do it at this point.
This is going to be tough for Cloud9. Sentinels just need to play StelluR defense here off the screen. Pznguin does get to finally a kill, but Frosty takes down one. There's only one more player in position, and Frosty going to trade that kill. I don't know if anybody's able to pull that flag. In fact, LethuL is pulling one of his own. That's going to be it. Sentinels are going to the winner's final.
surprise on the analyst desk. We thought C9 came to win, and I'm sure they can still come back, but Sentinels had a different game plan in mind, Tony.
For the first time in LAN history here in Halo Infinite, Cloud9 have been knocked down to the elimination bracket. Sentinels are going to the winners finals and are guaranteed a top 3 placing no matter what happens from here.
Not just knocked down the lower bracket. 3-0. 3-0. Damn. You couldn't have expected it, but you're never surprised when you see it. Sentinels, I wonder what this means. How far will they shoot? Optic, they got their 3-0 on the side of the bracket with E-United. They've been waiting for their competitor. They thought their competitor would be C9. Instead, they got a hot Sentinels to face up against. And I mean, if history tells me anything in Halo 5, when Sentinels are hot, they continue to dominate. Optic, I hope they're ready.
Ooh, Sentinels built different on Championship Sunday.
You say it again.
They are built different, man, and they're here. I'm so happy. You know, I'm a Sentinels fan. I'm always gonna be a Sentinels fan. I've been loving watching Cloud9 do their thing, but man, Sentinels are coming back here.
I don't know what to say, Tony. Let's look at the last minute of this game. LethuL pulled the flag for good measure here. This was the one to win it. See, you take StelluR along the way. Frosty up the base and defended it. This was the play here, right?
Yes.
We put LethuL on blast on Spotlight, but when it counts, when it matters, look at him, 23 and 21 on the board, by the way. That little thrust close into melee trade gave the team the space they need to plan this in.
And you know, it doesn't look like much on the surface. You know, it's a traded out kill, but at the same time, Cloud9 were in a position to stop that flag until LethuL got that pivotal trade after dropping the flag. The awareness and the execution absolutely lights out.
Little earth-shattering for C9, but I like a storyline. At the end of the day, I'd like to see a bounce back, and I expect them to do it. But man, did we not, you know, just even listening to their comms, Tony, right? The little bit of exasperation, right? The energy, the pressure that you could tell they were clearly feeling. It's a different day today, Champ Sunday. We got nothing but good Halo coming up. We're only just getting started. Here is the series layout, though, just so we can get a little look at what has taken place. Read them and weep. Tony, what do you see?